Hello guys, my name is Pushkar Rajan Shinde and it is my third video on YouTube. So today's topic is about antibiotics. We are here discussing about antibiotics, their mechanism of action and some examples and their classification also. So in simple word, antibiotics are the drug. Antibiotics may be defined as the drug which are used to treat infection by inhibition of microorganism or killing of the microorganism. Okay, for example, the drug like penicillin blocks the synthesis of a cell wall. So ultimately the microorganism doesn't have any protection against the surrounding and it ultimately dies. So we obtain the therapeutic use after using that particular antibiotic. So after that we are going towards the mechanism action. There are many mechanism actions of the antibiotic. First one is inhibition of synthesis of cell wall. Second one is interference with DNA. Okay. Third one is interference with the metabolism of microorganism or metabolism of that. Okay. Interference with nucleic acid system, inhibition of protein synthesis. So now we move towards the classification, and we are classifying antibiotics according to their mechanism of action. So first one is the inhibition of cell wall synthesis. So in this mechanism of action, the drug when we are administered, okay, and in this when it reaches to cellular level, when it reaches to the cellular level, it blocks the synthesis of cell wall of microorganism. So microorganism doesn't have any protection against its surrounding, and ultimately it dies. So we achieve the therapeutic effect, and examples of this is the penicillin and cycloserine. The next one is the inhibition of the protein synthesis. In microorganism, the protein is very important for the building of the cell wall. Whatever cell wall the protecting microorganism and internal part of microorganism, it need protection of the cell wall. But the drugs like tetracycline chloramphenicol, when we administered, after that reaches to cellular level, they blocks the synthesis of protein. So ultimately the protein is needed for synthesis of cell wall. So if there is no protein, ultimately there is no cell wall, and ultimately the microorganism doesn't have any protection, so it dies. And let's see the example of that. The first example is tetracycline, and second one is the chloramphenicol. Now we move towards the third class. uh, According to the mechanism of action, the third one is the inhibition of DNA synthesis. So in this type of mechanism of action, when we administer the drug, it reaches to the cellular level. And inhibit the synthesis of DNA. So in every microorganism there is a DNA which helps to which is needed or which is required to smoothly function or their reproduction or the increase their colonies. But the drugs when we administered, for example, ciprofloxacin or fluoroquinolone, the drug reaches to their cellular level and inhibit the DNA synthesis. So if a microorganism doesn't have DNA, so it ultimately dies. So next one is interfere with DNA function. Okay, so every microorganism has their DNA, and DNA has a specific function. So when we administer drug which have mechanism action like interfering with DNA, and it interfere with DNA, and after interfering DNA, the DNA doesn't work properly as it should be. So ultimately with improper function, improper function, uh, mm, microorganism dies. For now see the example of that class. Example is, first example is rifampicin, and second one is metrodiazole. Now we move towards the mechanism of action, interference with metabolism. Okay, so metabolism is the main part of the microorganism. Due to metabolism, it gets energy, nutrient what is required to live and increase their colonies or reproduction. But when we administer drugs like sulfonamide, sulfones, ethambutol, they they reaches to cellular level, and they blocks the synthesis, they block their metabolism. So due to that, they don't have any energy to reproduce and do their works. So it ultimately, with no energy, they ultimately dies. So here are the 5 classes of antibiotics. Thank you.